to start with register. Let's do this. Okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. I am Ralph. And I'm glad po na nandito kayo with celebrating the National Heroes Day despite of the issues with regard to traffic na may blockage sa EDSA. I hope you didn't have some trouble na papunta dito. I was expecting actually we were going here ng mga 3 hours travel time. Buti na lang hindi na inabot ng gano'n. Galing pa po kasi kami ng Paranaque. So, may I know everyone lang po, may we have a round of introduction. I'm pretty sure kanina po nagkukwentuhan na kayo. But I am Ralph. Siguro mag-ano lang po tayo, magbigay tayo ng small fact about ourselves. So I am Ralph. I am 27 years old. I play the guitar. So something about yourself lang po. Simula tayo sa iyo, sir.
My name is El Gadjel Candelaria and I am single.
Factual. Fact. Yeah. Sir?
I am Alvin Lozano. At present, I'm handling my own business.
May I ask, sir, which industry?
Cement na.
Cement, okay.
Supply.
I see. Okay. Moving on, Sir Rom.
I am Rom Tumagun. I am 27 years old. I am single.
Single din.
And I play the cello.
Back din yun. Sir?
I'm Pacey Enriquez.
Pacey?
Yes. Data
Okay.
center operator.
Okay.
And Miss Marion, they call me I'm beginner in investments.
Okay.
I'm Juan Amarino, retired government employee from Pag-ibig.
Pag-ibig. Okay. Nice.
I
Sir?
am Noel. I'm working at AGNT.
AGNP. My mom used to work for AGNP before 1980s pa. Pero,
Diba may logo nun?
yes, yung dilaw na may
Oh,
nakasombrero.
sombrero.
Yes. Sir?
I'm Walter Madriaga. Personally, I'm working with Medical City and I am a radiation therapist, so I only cater cancer patients.
Oh.
I hope I don't see you in the future.
Ayaw
So-
din kita makita, sir.
Dito lang tayo magkikita-kita pag sa hospital. Okay, so, well, today is the National Heroes Day, so we're glad that you have celebrated it with us. Meron tayong mga food pa rin mamaya. If you feel gusto nyo lumabas, parang masarap yung lasagna, you can feel free to do so. But, national heroes, our national heroes are defined by, if you say, sino bang mga national heroes natin, first people in mind are Jose Rizal, Andres Bonifacio, and Emilio Aguinaldo, and to name a few, Apolinario Mabini, Tandang Sora, and everyone else. But today, the national heroes of today, as we define it, are the OFWs. Yan yung mga taong nagbibigay ng tulong sa mga pamilya natin. Most likely, if hindi natin nuclear family ang mga OFW, probably may pinsan tayo, may tito, tita, lolo, lola na wala na dito sa Pilipinas but working abroad. Even mga immigrants or mga naturalized citizens na on their respective countries. But on a lighter note, ginagawa nila sa economy ng Philippines is they actually have a record. We had a record nung last year, nung October. The Philippines as an economy are not that susceptible for economic crisis. Mainly because one of the big chunks of the economies of the Philippines are coming from the OFWs. Last year, October 2014, nagkaroon tayo ng record na $2.224 billion na pumasok dito sa Pilipinas within that month alone. So, it's very healthy for the Philippines. So, kahit magkaroon ng Asian crisis, madami tayong pinanggagalingan ng pera all over the world. So, yun. So, on that note, we can be heroes as well in this sense sa forex trading. because we will be sources of inflows of cash din. Once we trade and once we profit, unti-unti din tayong magdadala ng mga pera dito sa Pilipinas. So, this is our super trader. What can you expect in this module this afternoon? Mabilis lang din naman tayo. I would rather spend more time us talking personally later kung may mga questions kayo personally para magkakaroon tayo ng mga customized training sa inyo. We have our modules then weekly. Nagbibigay kami ng mga modules dito sa office. And sometimes, pinupuntahan din namin yung mga clients. But here, specifically, we will give you a short info about the Forex market. What it is, ano ba to, ano bang makukuha ko rito. Basic MT4 navigation. Ang MT4 or the MetaTrader 4 is our platform. So, that's where we trade online either sa computer, either sa tablet, or either sa mga phones. And why FBS? Maraming mga brokers dito sa Pilipinas. And bakit ba FBS? So, let's first start with discussing the integral of the polynomials. Hindi po. Forex is very simple. Minsan magiging complicated siya with day-to-day basis. Marami po tayong mga pinag-uusapan with regard to the economies of other countries. But what our jobs here is to make it simple. So, sa inyo po, sino po yung mga talagang, if 0 to 10, 10 being the expert, sino yung mga nasa 0 to 3 level po dito when it comes to Forex?
0.
Okay.
0.1.
Yung mga hindi po nagtaas na kamay, if you would grade yourself 0 to 10,
0.
0 din. Pero wala.
Alam ko ibig sabihin ng Forex.
Okay, so what is FX? FX, foreign exchange or Forex, is simply the largest financial market in the world. Meron tayong mga bonds, meron tayong mga securities, meron tayong stocks, may commodities pa tayo, but the largest financial market in the world is the foreign exchange. Ang volume niya is $6 trillion a day. So isipin nyo, $6 trillion, 6 trillion pesos nga lang, it's too much to handle na, but $6 trillion every day, yun yung tinatrade all over the world. Well, if we compare this to the stock market sa New York, which is the biggest stock market in the world, they trade around 22 to 25 billion dollars per day. So 25 billion versus 6 trillion, ang layo ng difference. Well, the market participants in this market, most likely nakasama na kayo dito. Medyo lugi naman talaga ang ibang markets because not everyone are trading stocks, not everyone are trading gold, precious metals, not trading oil, not trading bonds. But I'm pretty sure may mga pera kayo sa mga bulsa nyo ngayon. So, in a sense, kahit hindi kayo nagpapapalit ngayon ng local currencies, but most likely you have already participated in the Forex market. So, as a consumer, if you have bought something online in USD or in pounds, kung nag-order kayo and you use your credit card in peso, automatically in-exchange na yun ng banko for you. So, you have already participated in that. Next, if you have traveled somewhere in Asia, somewhere in Europe, somewhere in the US, you have bought your peso or you have brought your US dollars and exchange it in the local currency nung pinuntahan yung bansa. Next, the players here are the governments and central banks. So the governments and central banks acts as the heart of the economy. They actually pump kung saan yung mapupunta yung pera by changing the interest rates, nag-encourage sila ng mga investors outside and ng mga imports and exports. So they do the fiscal and monetary policies for that. Next are the import and export companies in general. So if you are a big company and you import, you pay the exporting country with their currency. So nagpapapalit ka rin in the process. Next are the banks and financial institutions. So these people are the intermediaries. So sila mismo yung nagpapapalit. So when you have, kasama na rin dito yung mga money changers sa mga airport, sa Malate, or kung saan man, sa mga hotel. So kasama sila dito. And lastly, yung mga online traders, which you will be in a few hours from now. So we will help you with that. Kasama dito yung, with the online traders, normally, right now, we are ranging from 25 to 30% of the volume every day. So dumadami na rin ang mga forex traders online within all over the world. Within the Philippines, medyo, as I can say, as an industry, it's been here for a decade, more than a decade now, but it's not as popular as stocks, as mutual funds, as insurances. So this one is our advocacy na rin for teaching financial literacy for the Filipinos. So the characteristics of forex trading, first is trading the value of the economies. So economies of the countries na tinatrade natin. If we are trading the US dollar, we are studying the economy of the US. If we are trading the euro, we are studying the economies of the European Union countries. It is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. So we start with Sydney, Australia. So as nagsisimula tayo sa Sydney markets, nagbubukas yan around 4 or 5 a.m. locally. And then we move on to Tokyo, and then we move on to London, and we move on to US. So kapag nagsara na yung US market at 5 a.m. in the morning, magbubukas na naman ang Australian market. So we have a 24-hour day. So maganda to sa mga may day jobs. Like Sir Walter, kahit anong oras nasa shifting si Sir Walter, mapaumaga, mapagabi, he can take opportunity of the market. You can profit or on bullish or bearish markets. So maganda dito, not only on a rising market tayo mag-trade, but kahit pababa yung market, we can actually take advantage of it. Paano to? Well, this is just an exchange of money. If you are buying peso na may dollar ka, it's as if you're buying peso pero nagsisell ka ng dollar. Pero sa mata naman ng money changer, bumibili siya ng dollar, nagbebenta siya ng peso. So, you choose the stronger currency. So, parang sa boxing nga yan, sinasabi, it's always the aggressor who always wins the fight. Although, medyo na-disappoint tayo sa last match ni Manny. But, yeah, yun yung ma-expect natin from the currencies. So, it is a very liquid and very fast execution in this industry. So, maraming market players. So, hindi katulad ng stocks. When you decide to sell, you have to find a buyer. When you decide to buy, you have to find a seller. But here, with just a click of a button, when you're logged in the internet, always buy and sell lang. So, dire-diretso na kaagad yun. So, also, what's good with this forex trading is that you can trade on a leverage. So, ano ba ang leverage? Sir, nasa construction kayo, I believe kayo din ba, sir? Or sino pa bang mga nasa construction dito? A lever simply is something that you use for you to lift a heavy object. So, kung pulley man yan, or crane, or whatever, ganun din sa forex market. I'm pertaining to the leverage that we can trade a large volume. Before po kasi, you have to have $100,000 for you to participate in the forex market. But right now, we are opening it to retail traders such as us. So even if we have just $1,000, pwede tayong makapag-participate in the market. So yun yung advantage natin with the forex market. So how can you earn? Yan naman ang bottom line natin. So always we trade 2 currencies at a time. For this example, it is GBP USD, British pound against the dollar. So mabilis po ba ako or okay naman? If you have any questions, just feel free po. We can do this as informal as possible if you want to. So, in GBP po natin, always, we have 2 currencies. The one on the left is what we call the base currency. The one on the right is what we call the quote currency. So, for this currency pair, we have, for example, 1.5600 as our exchange rate. So, may have a show of hands po kung, ayan na pala, napindot ko na. But, always, the quote of the currency pair always represents the quote currency. So, always, it's 1 unit of the base currency to how much of the quote currency. So, katulad po sa atin, ano po ba sa tingin nyo? Is it USD PHP or PHP USD? Ang current rate po natin, nasa 46.85 na po ata ngayon who among you thinks na USD PHP or USD PHP?
Base over code. Base over code.
Base over quote po.
USD.
Base over.
PHP USD.
PHP USD?
USD PHP.
USD PHP. So, it's actually USD PHP. So, ang ginagamit po natin dito as a standard is $1 is to how many pesos? So, 44.85 pesos is equal to $1. Mahirap din po kasi may mga na-set na standards na po before with the international, yes, and also in the international standard international organization for standardization. Mahirap naman po kasi kung if 1 peso, how many dollars? 0.00 something yun. So mahirap ikot. So, naging standards na po siya. So, with this, again, if we are expecting a bullish market or pataas na market, let's say our current rate for the Australian dollar against the US dollar is 0.77, in-expect natin pataas. So, assuming we have $100,000, we will sell the dollars and we will buy the Australian dollars. So, sa Australian dollars po, like this one, always this one, ang ginagamit po natin dyan is, ito po yung binibili natin palagi. The base currency. Binibili or binibenta. So, if something is mas nagmamahal, bibili ka na ba ngayon o bebenta mo ngayon? So, we'd rather buy. Isipin nyo lang po, kung pataas, mag-isip po kayo ng condominium. If pag pre-selling ang condominium, mas maganda, bumibili na kayo habang mura pa. Bago siya tumaas yung value niya, pag natapos na yung construction, tsaka mo siya ibebenta. So, we always trade the base currency. So, if we are expecting an uptrend, bibili po tayo nung base currency. So, in this process, we have bought $129,870.
Well, bali dyan yung base price mo ng Australian dollar, 0.77.
Ito po yung quote natin.
Oo, bali dyan sa sample na yan.
Sa sample po ito,
Per $1 dollar.
1 Australian dollar
one
po
Australian dollar
is equal to 0.77 na
0.77 na US
dollar. Yes. So, in this sense, mas malaki pa ang valuation ni US dollar. Kasi, 0.77 lang kailangan mo para sa isang Australian dollar. So, assuming, tumaas nga po itong rate na to. Yung 0.77 naging 0.7770. So, pwede po natin ngayon, ibenta na natin yung Australian dollar. Since mura natin nabili at mahal natin na ibenta, we now have gained $909 for that. So, it's a profit for us. On the other hand, assuming US dollar is the base currency naman ito against the Canadian dollar. So again, base currency pa rin natin is yung nasa kaliwa, which is now the US dollar. So assuming we have, it's 1.245 yung rate natin for the USD CAD, ina-expect natin na pababa siya. So again, we assume that $100,000, since pababa yung value niya, we'd rather let it go. Kasi pababa yung value niya eh. So, bibili tayo ngayon against the Canadian dollar. So, Canadian dollar, bibili natin, bebenta natin yung USD, we will get 124,500 Canadian dollars with this exchange rate. So, kung pababa siya, ngayon, 1.24 na lang yung exchange rate. So, mas nagmura. Ngayon, pwede nating bilhin ulit yung US dollar and we have gained $403. I'd just like to share with you the steps on starting with forex trading. This portion I have discussed during the Money Summit. So there are just 4 steps. Know your broker with regard to regulations, ECN or STP broker, do they have a local office, and online reviews. With regard to regulations, wala po tayong regulations dito sa Pilipinas ng mga forex brokers. Ang may regulated lang ngayon is the stocks. But hopefully, magkaroon din ng regulating body within the forex market dito sa Pilipinas. But worldwide, we are under-regulated by the CRFIN in Russia and the IFSC in Belize. So with the European markets and worldwide, we are licensed there. So wala po kayong pangamba doon. And next is the ECN or STP broker. What does this mean? ECN means Electronic Communications Network. And STP means straight-through processing. So this means, kung ano yung ilalagay yung order within your computer, kung nasan man kayo, basta naka-login kayo sa platform namin, your order will always be sent to the market. Diretso ka agad yun. Kasi some brokers have dealing desks. So yung mga dealing desk, they control the price doon sa dealing desk na meron kayo. So kapag nag-enter kayo, i-hold muna nila, then they will do their own price. So medyo may discrepancy with the real market value. So what you see here in our platform, automatic agad yon. Kung ano yung makikita nyo sa Bloomberg or sa CNBC, that is what you will see. And then you're sitting here in our local office. Madali naman, mas maganda rin naman po na may makakausap kayo here within the Philippines kung may mga concerns po kayo with regard to your trading, with regard to your deposits and withdrawals. And if you search us online sa FBS, meron po kaming mga reviews. You can search anywhere in the internet. Of course, may mga konting mga negative reviews, but those are because of their fault din eh. Minsan may mga discrepancy with regard to promotion terms and conditions. But, yes.
Yun nga yung may nag-offer sa amin yung sa Katakpahon.
Yes.
Kasi sabi mong sa $100,000, sasakay ka lang doon. Yung parang yung risk mo lang doon, ride mo lang. Parang sila yung...
Meron pong ganun. I have worked with other brokers like
sabi
that.
nga, marami kasing company yun eh. Kahit bumagsak daw yung isa, hindi ka malulugi.
We have, I don't know exactly, but I think what you're referring to is a PAM account or percentage allocation money management. It basically, let's say, kunyari po, kanya-kanya kayong pera, ako yung magte-trade. Well, sadly po ngayon sa FBS, we don't have that system po muna. We're currently developing that, but I think what you're referring to is, let's say, may 10,000 sir, 10,000 sir, 20,000, 30,000. Then, ipupool yun hanggang sa maging 100,000. If we earn $10,000, idedepende yung profit mo kung magkano ba yung nilagay nyo according to your percentage. So, percentage allocation talaga siya. So, i-divide din yan. But, for now, we don't have that. We will be developing that sooner or later, hopefully within the year, matapos na siya. But, yeah, we'll get to that. Sa mga promos po natin, I'll discuss later yung mga current promos natin.
But,
Yes po.
yung FBS, ang permit ito ay nasa Russia at Belize.
Yes.
So, Belize is a very small country.
Well,
Mas maliit lang na country sa South America.
Belize, yes.
So, wala kayo sa Philippines? Hindi ba ito?
ang mga licenses po natin sa Philippines are, we are SEC registered, tsaka may license po tayo sa BSP as a Forex dealer po. So,
sa US, hindi kayo?
ang mga US markets po, well, wala po kaming US market talaga in essence. Kasi the US market, the US citizens are only allowed to deal with US brokers. So, if someone, a US citizen comes here in the office and asks, I want to trade, but we will decline po talaga. Kasi we will not be able to...
Bakit Russia?
Russia ang bang...
Well, Russia because po, Russia is the location of our main office. So, doon po kami nagre-report din.
Alam mo, play of words na naman. alam mo yung KGB, alam mo,
Yes.
napatawa lang ako eh, kasi FBS yun eh. Ano pa nga natin, FSB ngayon eh. Yung KGB, FSB, kaya pakati FSB pakati yung Russia na KGB.
Hindi naman po.
Hindi yung ano lang naman, medyo pati tumawa ka. Yung KGB.
Di ba may mga KGB, mga mafia daw
FSB na ngayon yun
ng
eh.
mafia version ng Russia.
Ano pangalan yun ng KGB?
Any significant reason why Russia has been the promoter and not, let's say, another country?
Well, the owners of this company are Russians po talaga. So doon po ang main headquarters namin.
I mean, what is in Russia that makes this a good company for Forex?
Most of the forex brokerage are located around Europe. So this one exactly FBS is located in St. Petersburg po in Russia. So mostly mga European markets din, US and European markets talaga ang nagli-lead when it comes to forex market worldwide. So we are glad, we're blessed that we had the opportunity to partner with them and bring the brand here in the Philippines.
And what's the history of that being available now in the Philippines?
Well, here, we worked first as parang agents before. Kumbaga, we signed a contract with them as introducing brokers. And when we nag-meet po kami, nagbukas yung last year nung May 2014, nagbukas po kasi yung Vietnam office. Nag-grand launch sila. And instead of the bosses coming here to the Philippines after the Vietnam, I had the opportunity to go to Vietnam na rin po and meet with them and celebrate po. So, from that history, that's the history of FBS Philippines po. Nagkita kami sa Vietnam and we started, na-prove naman po namin yung mga sarili namin dito that the market here is very promising. Binenta ko po sa kanila yung Pilipinas. And they're happy about it. And they decided, okay, let's put a small office muna. Then let's work from there. Then hopefully by next year we can also transfer to a bigger office, maybe extend a new branch sa Fort or Makati. So that's
Yun lang
the
ang malaking tanong ko rin eh. Kasi bakit sa Russia?
bakit sa Russia?
Anong leverage natin doon? Ibabagsak yung economy ng Russia.
Well, wala naman po tayong magiging ano natin. Wala po tayong magiging risk with regard to that kasi may mga liquidity providers din po tayo all over the world. Ang mga pera po ng mga clients po ng FBS are separated from different bank accounts, different banks. So, hindi po tayo magkakaroon ng problema doon.
Pero isa pa,
Yes.
kasi yung trading sa currency, dalawa yun eh.
Opo.
Yung dalawang currency, di ba ang ating pinaglalaban, yung oat at saka base.
Base.
So pag-aaralan mo yung, an example, Great Britain pound.
Opo.
Tapos pag-aaralan mo rin na yung US
USD
dollar.
dollar.
Hindi katulad sa stocks na bibili ka lang mo, gusto mo San Miguel. Di San Miguel lang babayaran pag-aaralan mo.
Bibili.
Eh dito kasi dalawa yun eh. Kaliwaan yan eh. Pag-aaralan mo yung dollars, pag-aaralan mo rin yung
Yung
pounds.
pounds.
So yung
Yes.
economy ng US at saka yung Great Britain.
Yes.
Kaya dapat mabilis ka dito, di ka tulad, di ba?
Mm.
Ang computer do bro, di ba? Sa lamang kaya eh, di ba? 0-1 lamang, 0-1. Dito, dapat split second, pinag-aaralan mo yung dollar, pinapag-aaralan mo rin yung pounds. Kinakailangan talaga eh. Medyo
We have-
diligent talaga, pero diligent tayo dito.
Yeah. We have tools po kasi with regard to analytics. One, may partners po tayo with that and normally may mga sinusundan po tayo economic calendar. With the economic calendar, may mga certain times po of news releases. One of the biggest events po is the first Friday of the month, which the US dollar releases the non-farm payrolls or what we call yung lahat po ng mga jobs, magkano ba ang nilabas na payroll, pasweldo sa mga trabahong hindi related sa agriculture, sa mga non-farm. So this includes the banking industry, the technology industry, whatsoever. So ibig sabihin po, if the market gives out a big chunk of money as salaries, ibig sabihin maraming nagtatrabaho. Pag maraming nagtatrabaho, maganda yung ekonomiya. So if maraming pinasweldo, maraming buying power ang mga tao. So mas maganda ang economy. So may mga schedules po tayo for that. Especially when we trade, if you're saying po, maganda po yung example nyo, GBP and USD, kasi sometimes po, nag-overlap sila ng time. From 8 p.m. to 12 midnight, bukas po yung London market and bukas yung US market eh. But with regard to USD JPY per se, Bukas po yan ng 8 to 5 yung Tokyo, and around 8 p.m. po hanggang 5 a.m. na yung ano. So magkahiwalay ng market, but you can always trade naman po with that. May mga certain indicators po tayo, may mga certain events na maaabangan natin na we can plan ahead. Hindi mo kailangan mag-monitor ano bang nangyayari ngayon sa US dollar, ano bang nangyayari ngayon sa GBP, baka tumaas. Ang maganda po dito is more of what is the stronger currency. Kasi right now po, as I can see, yung rate po ng peso is bumababa. I mean, tumataas numerically pero yung value ng peso bumababa. Last few months ago lang, nasa 44 naglalaro. 44, 43, 44, 45, ganyan lang. But now it's at 46.85. 47 na nga, which a few months ago ang forecast lang po namin is 44 to 46 eh. Ngayon lumagpas na ng 46, so it might go up to 48 or even 50 the next year, lalo na po mag-e-election. But right now ang ginagawa po namin is the Philippine market is not really bad. The Philippine market is actually booming. It's just that the US market is really just so good na na-overlap niya. So, if this is US dollar and this is the Philippine peso, tumataas yung Philippine pero tumataas ng gusto yung US dollar. So, in comparison, mas bumababa pa rin yung peso. But in reality, that's just the exchange rate. But in reality, sobrang ganda ng dalawang markets. It's actually the Chinese market.
Paano nga kayo nagpo-forecast? Kasi alam ko nagpo-forecast eh.
Yes. We'll go on to that later on po. May mga analysis tayo. So, you have to learn how to trade, of course. We will give you the opportunity to learn. Here in this setting po, you can invest in yourself. Talagang sa sarili niyo po magsisimula yan. What I like about this career is that I developed myself then as a person. Hindi lang sa pagdating sa negosyo, hindi lang pagdating sa trabaho. But as a person, it disciplined me. It built my discipline as a person. So, you can research online. Marami tayong mga resources with the Forex market, manuals, may mga classes. And here, we give out classes like these. So, this is more of a basic type naman po. And I hope you can invite then others. Next is you can ask around. So FX Bazooka is our analytics partner. Is also it is also partnered by FBS. You can read news articles online. May iba-ibang mga forex websites all over the internet, and you can join online forums. May mga forums na specific for a certain currency pair. May USD, GBP, or gold minsan. And you can have coffee with me. So, tawagan nyo lang po ako. And first coffee is mine. Is my treat. So, yun lang po. So, we can discuss. Kasi iba po yung, when you learn how to trade, iba yung theory. So, iba yung marunong ka na. And, let's say today, ano ba yung nangyayari sa market? If you know the market, if you know how to trade, but you don't know the market, medyo mapapag-iwanan ka. Kasi, yung buy mo today may be sell tomorrow na. So if you bought tomorrow, malulugi ka kung pababa yung market. So you should have sold nung sa opportunity na yun. Next is practice trading. So we can open you a demo account to start with. You can develop your strategies. May mga iba-ibang mga, this is how the MetaTrader 4 looks like. I will show you later on yung mas malaki. But iba-ibang mga indicators. Marami yan. Sir.
I've talked to several people. They are good people. They have money. And I'm inviting them to invest in, let's say, stocks. And this time is forex. Their most often response to me is they do not have the time to monitor and do these things. Now, can somebody like that invest in forex trading?
Yes, sir.
And how do I answer them?
The forex market is, sinasabi ng iba, is not for everyone. But for me, forex market is for everyone who is willing to learn. So, ang investment nyo po dito would be, of course, your initial investment. But, personally, your time to learn the market. But with regard to monitoring, yan po dyan nagkakaiba yung perception ng mga tao. Because we can actually program yung mga trades natin. If wala yung market pero may specific price ka na gusto mong i-trade, pwede yon. So if you have entered the market at 1.00, sabihin mo at 1.1, out na ako, close na yung trade, pwede yon. So we can just leave these levels. Kahit iwanan mo siya offline, kalimutan mo magbakasyon ka, pumunta ka ng US, pumunta ka ng iwanan mo yung computer mo, as long as you go back and log in again, makikita mo na kung nasan yung trade mo. So if it hit that level, either stop loss or take profit, makikita mo na lang yun sa history mo. So you can trade and forget. But of course, we'd rather have you learn the market, how it really behaves. So how do I trade? Well, we want you to be the best trader here in FDS. So kaya tayo may mga super trader programs. But just like a tripod sa camera, there are 3 legs that we have to develop. First is the analysis and strategy. Dito po pumapasok yung fundamental, technical, and sentiment analysis. We will discuss that po. Meron din tayong risk management and trading psychology. So with these 3, we're sure na you will have your success in forex trading. Basta stable po itong tatlong to. If you have analysis and strategy, alam mo yung mga gagawin mo sa market, alam mo kung kailan mag-buy and sell, you know how much you will risk for this trade, but you don't have the trading psychology, naninervyos ka. Pag nalugi ka, natatakot ka na kaagad, or pag nananalo ka, pag you profit every so often, nagiging gambling na siya, na trade ako ng trade para lang kumita ng kumita. So weak yung foundation mo. So if you have analysis and strategy and trading psychology, but you don't have the proper risk management, you might be trading more than you should. So baka maging greedy tayo pagdating doon sa risk management, na this industry, this career po kasi, you can actually double your money or even triple your money overnight. Yes, sir.
Right now, we're using the term trader.
Yes.
Of course, we'd like to invite as many people as possible in retail. But for somebody to identify himself as a trader may not be as popular to be identified as an investor. Now, is it possible to also call this as forex investor? Is there such a thing?
When it comes to investing in forex, right now po kasi, I think when we say an investor, it's more of you give the money and then just let it be. Someone will trade for you, you just have to see kung kumikita ba o hindi. Right now po, wala pa tayong ganong option. So what we do here is we open the opportunities for future traders for now. But of course, we will be venturing to that later on, hopefully nga po, within this year. So if someone will invest, pero may mga traders din po who will be trading for them, that is a possibility po. But we don't have a timeline for that yet. And again, going back po, in this investment or in this trading, we can actually double or triple your money overnight or even in hours. Totoo po yan. But you can also lose your money within hours or overnight. So yun po yung tinuturo namin with regard to risk management. Hindi po pwede na pababa yung market, sell na tayo lahat na, hanggang sa okay, doble, tapos biglang nag-whipso. Umakyat ka agad yung market and then you just lost all of your money. Hindi pwede na ganun basta-basta. And kung wala ka namang analysis and strategy, meron ka risk management and trading psychology, pero bumibili ka kung kailan dapat nagbebenta ka, so talaga you will lose money.
Paano kung wala lahat?
Ayaw, mahirap po talaga. So, here, what's our advantage po of other brokers is we have modular seminars po that we arrange for you. So, with all the three foundations po that we need to build, we have chopped it off with modules po. So, led by Jay po, our head trainer din po dito, ginagawa po namin itong mga modules na to for our clients. So, nagsisimula po yung the language of Forex. So, when you're new with Forex, ano ba yung bull, ano ba yung bear, may hawks, may doves. Dati, animals lang yon. May candlesticks. Dati, pag candlestick, yan yung kapag brownout, tsaka mo nilalabas. Yun lang. But, later on, maiintindihan mo kung ano yung mga yun. Dahan-dahan siyang madedevelop within you. Kung ano yung long, ano yung short, may mga certain terms, may mga interest, ano bang ginagawa ng interest rate ng ganito, ng ganyan. We will teach you all that. May mga introduction to technical trading. Basically, this is the math of Forex. So, may mga lottage, ano ba yung risk na ilalagay mo din. But we will develop all of these in your trading portfolio, if we may say. Itong mga lessons na to with your cooperation na rin. Pag pumupunta kayo dito sa office or weekend, we will actually develop these modules via video modules para at the comfort of your homes, meron kayong oras, di na kayo kailangan pumunta dito sa office, lalo na kung traffic sa EDSA. So, hirap na hirap yung mga clients dahil namin iba dito na pumunta dito, lalo na kung mga galing Parañaque or Makati. So, we can develop these for you. So, let's move on to the platform. This is, we use the MetaTrader 4 platform. So, the advantage of this is widely used. So, maraming gumagamit nito to. Kahit iba-ibang broker, mayroong mga gumagamit nito. It's mobile compatible. Meron tayo sa tablet, meron tayo sa phones, and meron of course sa desktop or laptop. And it can be available for Mac, iOS, and Android, pati na rin sa, of course, Windows. And we have online support for this. So, lahat ng mga kailangan nyo with regard to the support system, may 24/5 support din tayo online, which can help you. Let's move on first with the platform. So, this is the platform. Medyo maliit lang po ang screen natin, medyo detailed lang po yung palitan ko lang ng kulay to.
Live yan.
This is live na po. Oops. Let's pick red. Tanggalin natin yung green. Okay. So this is the market. This is actually the USD against the Japanese yen. Ito po yung mga tinatawag nating candlesticks. So, we can zoom in, zoom out. So, meron po tayong mga time periods. Meron tayong 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 4 hours, daily, weekly, and monthly. So, let's go on first with the 1 minute. So, this means, itong 1 minute po natin, these are the candlesticks po. So, every minute, since we are on a 1 minute chart, every minute, nagbabago ng candlestick. So, right now, so, itong candlestick na to is representing 1:56 p.m. So, pag naghintay tayo later on, nanggaling siya dito, yung 1:56:00 seconds, nandito siya nanggaling. So, umakyat siya, kaya siya nag-green. And kapag umakyat siya at bumalik ulit, may naiiwan na wick or shadow na tinatawag namin. So, ngayon, yan, taas. Pag bumaba ulit yan, magkakaroon ng shadow or wick. Ayun, may natitirang parang maliit na... So, ayan, 1.57, just now, mag-move yan ng isa. Ayun. So, may bago na. Dahil 157 na. So, from here siya nagsimula, umakyat na naman siya. We'll wait, pero later on, makikita niyan, pag bumaba, nagiging red. So, that's how we read the candlesticks. Sometimes kasi, there are few options that we can do is, meron na line chart lang, which is less expressive. Wala kang masyadong makita, it just shows the closing price of each minute. And dito naman is the the bar chart. It's basically the same as the candlestick, only maninipis lang siya. So what we call the first price within the minute is the open price. And the last price doon sa minute na yun, so sa 157.59, yun yung closing price. So, this one is the opening price dito. Like, balikan natin to. Dito nagsimula yung opening price at 156. Bumaba, umakyat. Bumaba siya dito kaya nagkaroon ng shadow. Pero eventually, umakyat din siya at nag-close siya dito. So, at 157, dito na siya nagsimula.
Opening price yan.
Opening price ng 157.
So, ang close price niya doon sa isa,
Dito. Yes.
yan, yan. Tapos opening dito sa kabila.
Yes. So, dito naman, dito nag-open, dito nag-close. Dito naman, dito nag-open, tapos nag-red siya. So, hihintayin pa natin kung saan yung close. Most likely, dito siya somewhere around dito siya magko-close, or baka tumaas pa rin, but we'll see. Ayan. Dito na siya nag-close. Then, nag-opening price na kaagad siya dito.
Ibig sabihin lang nun yung red, kasi dalawang kulay lang, di ba? Green at saka red. Ibig sabihin lang, pag nag-red, bumaba siya from the opening price.
Yes. So, nag-close siya
So,
lower
mula dito
at
sa kabila na ngayon, ano, pag umakyat siya naman sa isang candlestick at naging green, ibig sabihin,
umakyat
tumaas siya
from the opening
from the
price.
opening price.
Yes. So, what we call the lowest point is the low, the highest point is the high. So, meron tayong open, high, low, and close. So, that's the basic reading of the candlesticks natin. We will be able to use that kapag sa analysis na natin.
Yung haba nung sinasabi, ano tawag doon? Yung line?
Shadow or wick.
O yung shadow, di ba? Stick na ano. Yung haba na yan, nagre-represent yan ng
Pinanggalingan niya.
na ganun kababa ang kanyang price na binaba.
Yes. So, bumaba siya dito, pero
Hanggang
bumalik
ganyan.
din.
Oo.
So, ngayon, umakyat dito, bumaba ulit. Bumaba siya hanggang dito, pero nag-close siya dito.
Bakit kailangan magkaroon ng ano? Dahil sa pag-akyat?
Yung
1 minute,
shadow.
every minute.
Yung shadow.
ng shadow.
Para malaman
Kung saan siya-
kababa.
Yes, kung ano yung history niya.
History.
Dun sa
That represent volume. Volume
Hindi
ba
sir,
yun?
this is the price level na kagad.
Kasi hindi mo makita ang volume talaga. Yung nga, price. Isa lang na price yun.
Opo.
Ano ako, hindi volume.
Hindi po volume. This is the price level na po.
Kasi stocks na may volume. Para makita mo, marami talagang volume.
But we're not interested sa volume dito eh, di ba?
Should
we?
yes, you should be interested in such a case kasi yung volume po,
Babagsak sa price.
volume will always be proportionate with the volatility. So, lalo na po pag maraming nagte-trade, if maraming bumibili, so parang may 10 akong chocolate, 10 lang yung meron ako, bebenta ko muna piso. So, bumili si Sir Walter, bumili. Tapos, naubos, I'm down to one last. Sabihin ko, 10 pesos na yung last piece ko. Pero hindi kinain ni Sir Walter, benta ko sa 10 piso. So, ganun siya. So, with the volume itself, nagva-vary siya from time to time, yung tinitrade.
Do we have charts that indicate the volume?
Yung sa volume, sir,
Meron din?
andito lang yun.
Meron pala naman.
Meron siyang indicator dito.
Ano ba yun? Here. So, yan po. Well, the volume itself, ang inaano nito is more of the distance po ng prices.
Ano yung nasa
But-
gitna? Yung equator eh.
Ito, may current selling position lang po kasi dito. So, tanggalin na muna natin to. Close.
Sayang.
Oo nga. This is a demo account lang naman. So, okay lang.
Alam ko
Siya
yun.
to. It also represent the next move of the candlestick. Yung mga
It
shadow.
can be an indicator. May mga tinatawag tayo mga candlestick formation. So, dito,
Mas mataas yung
simply
mas
means-
mahaba yung sa baba. Ganun.
yung mas mahaba yung sa baba, well, the main definition of it lang kasi is nanggaling siya doon. But may mga certain formations tayo with regard to that. Like, this one is what we call a doji candle. So, when a doji candle, yan sinasabi may uncertainty sa market. Kasi, nag-buy, may tumaas yung presyo, bumaba yung presyo, but it ended up, nandun pa rin sa level na yon. Kaya makikita nyo, parang wala siyang body of the candle. So, right now, makikita nyo, may mga certain, madidiscuss natin yun sa technical analysis with regard to the candlestick formations. So, next is here. Okay. So, if we move on, ito yung 1 minute chart. So, it means kapag nag 1 hour chart tayo, ito yung representation of, sakto pala ang oras natin. This is from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Hindi, 2 o'clock na pala to. This is from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. This one is 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock na. So, hanggang mamaya, bago na ulit yan. So, you should see kung ano yung tinitignan mong trend. So, when we look at the daily trend, so, ibig sabihin, this one is today, this one was Friday na. Friday to. Kasi sarado naman yung market ng Sabado and Linggo. Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. This was the Monday na, if you may have heard, is the Bloody Monday. So talagang lahat ng mga markets is
Where's the China?
yes, it's because of the China market stocks. Hindi pa rin talaga sila nakapaglagpas sa 4,000 level ng stock market nila. But if you may see, this is the USD against the Japanese yen. Bumaba yung US. But in relation, kung bumaba yung US, tumaas yung Japanese yen. So if you can see, if you have bought euro and if you have bought Japanese yen on that day, kumita kayo. But if this means you have sold US dollar. So
Sell yung
sell US
yung
dollar.
execution.
Yes. In this market, kung nag-sell kayo at this point, bumaba. So, you have earned your profit. Yun. But if you have bought, ini-expect mo tumaas yung market, but bumaba, there's a loss in that. So, yun po yung tinuturo namin with our trainings. Ano yung mga maiintindihan nyo with regard to these patterns. So with this, to give you a tip lang din, kapag may mga mahabang ganito, it means the market is resisting. And most likely, these ones are the, with regard to sentiment analysis, masyado lang na sensitize or masyadong napag-usapan na pababa pala yung market, so benta tayo. But there is always a balance in the economy. So, nagbalanse siya dito ako nag-close, hindi ako pwede mag-close at that price, masyadong mababa, and it went slowly up. But for this analysis, I'm thinking medyo babalik siya dito before going up. So may mga makikita kayo na may matututunan kayo eventually na mga techniques on reading the charts. So when you read the charts, this means it's actually connected with technical analysis. Yung technical analysis, I will give you now the support and resistance theory po. So, if you can see, let's see the euro. This is the daily chart, or let's look at the weekly chart. So, ibig sabihin to weekly chart. So, this one is a very, very new chart. Kasi, Monday pa lang. So, this is today pa lang. But this one is nung Monday to Friday last week. So, ibig sabihin, nung Monday, nandito sa level na to, umakyat siya ng mga kalagitnaan nga, but pagdating nung Friday, bumagsak na siya. So, dito naman, tumaas pa. Ngayon. So, okay. Actually, nung Monday pa lang to bumagsak pala. Last week. So, from here, umakyat din, bumaba ka agad. So, okay. So, what support and resistances are like floors and ceilings. When you have, let me get lang. First yung aking, sorry. So, you might have, let's go for a 5-minute break lang para